Hi everybody, my name is Brian Salinas and today I'll be presenting on anthropogenic threats altering sea turtle populations. There are 7 sea turtle species alive today, all of which are recognized as either threatened or endangered by the IUCN. Humans have heavily contributed to this classification over the past 2 centuries, as many of our everyday activities negatively affect sea turtle populations. These contributions include, but are not limited to, bycatch, plastic use, and climate change. Bycatch is a factor that has historically taken a huge toll on sea turtle populations. Although newer advancements in bycatch mitigation have shown promise, not all fisheries are up to date with the newer equipment and procedures. According to Alessandro Luchetti in 2017, an average of 130,000 marine turtles are accidentally caught yearly, causing over 40,000 deaths. Sea turtles have been one of the flagship species behind reducing plastic usage, especially over recent years, and they definitely deserve to be. According to a study done by Daniel Choi from 1987 to 2019, out of 464 stranded green turtles, 226 of them, or 48.7%, had ingested plastic. Chris Wilcox performed a study that showed sea turtles have a 50% mortality rate once they have 14 pieces of plastic in their gut, and a 100% mortality rate once they reach 17 pieces. Fibropapillomatosis is a disease that affects all 7 species of sea turtles, with the highest rates being found in green turtles. It promotes tumor growth, typically concentrated around the limbs and eyes, as you can see here in these images. According to Nicholas Simantries, the disease is amplified by climate change as the higher temperatures facilitate the growth of these tumors and decrease the effectiveness of immune responses. Fusarium solani is a soil-borne fungus that affects sea turtle eggs. It does not necessarily lead to embryonic failure, but it can severely damage the embryo's immune system. Rising sea levels result in higher nesting densities, meaning they're grouped up closer together, which leaves more nests vulnerable to the fungus. Tidal inundation, which is also caused by rising sea levels, also spreads this fungus to different beaches. Sea turtle nesting grounds are also heavily impacted by climate change. As sea levels continue to rise, turtles lose more and more of these areas. Increased cyclonic activity resulting from climate change plays a role in this too, as cyclones often destroy entire beaches, inundating nests in the process. However, according to Mariana Fuentes, increased sand temperatures pose the largest threat to sea turtle nests. Sea turtles, like many other reptiles, have temperature-dependent sex determination, or TSD. According to Simantries, the temperature required for equal sex ratios is 29 degrees Celsius, and a shift by just 4 degrees can cause an entire nest to come out as all the same sex. Over the past few decades, several studies have recorded entirely female nests, while only a few reports show equal or mostly male hatchlings in a nest. Dropping pH levels have an extremely negative impact on sea turtle habitats. Coral reefs, which are typically hotspots for biodiversity, have been demolished due to their inability to gather enough carbonate ions. According to Ann Cohen, corals sequester carbonate ions in an extracellular compartment where crystal growth occurs. However, corals in acidified seawater are unable to complete this process, inhibiting their ability to grow. In a defensive reaction, corals expel their mutualistic phytoplankton until conditions return to normal, but as time continues to pass, the coral dies, which is known as coral bleaching, and this is shown in the background of the slide. These corals don't just serve as primary consumers in their respective food webs, but also as habitats to countless other species. Therefore, the loss of corals wipes out the entire ecosystem. I only included one bullet point for effects on the global ecosystem because that's really all that needs to be said. As a primary consumer in every ocean on Earth, losing sea turtles would have an extreme impact on countless marine communities from top to bottom. Sea turtles in U.S. waters are protected by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, but this problem exists much further than just U.S. waters. Over the past few years, plastic use awareness has skyrocketed, but the issue persists due to our society's reliance on plastic products. So what can we do about it? Maggie Lee suggests following the systems of plastic credits that are already in place in many parts of the world. These systems significantly reduce the need for plastic production by rewarding recyclers. As far as climate change goes, it's pretty much the same thing. Jacob Skovgaard suggested that we use fossil fuel subsidies for cleaner resources, which could possibly catch the eyes of money-hungry fossil fuel leaders and politicians. And I know there's no such thing as truly clean fossil fuels, but any progress is better than no progress. And eventually, these funds could be reallocated to support renewable resources. There are so many ways to help these causes. You can donate to ocean cleaning efforts like 4Ocean or the nonprofit The Ocean Cleanup. If you want to make lifestyle changes, buy yourself a reusable water bottle and an at-home water filter like a Brita, Pure, or Life straw. You could also use paper straws or reusable metal straws and encourage friends and family to do the same. In conclusion, I don't think that saving sea turtles is a helpless cause. I truly believe that with enough willpower, sea turtles can be saved. I may just be optimistic, but I think if the world's nations get together to work on reversing the harm we've done to our planet using plastic credits and fossil fuel subsidies, I believe it can happen. Here are a couple sources I used for this presentation, and thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed making it.